Hi, Harry.
Hi, Allison.
Thank you for coming on this chat with me today. I have been really wanting to talk to you about your sun, I've been seeing a lot of sun therapy work, and I've been very curious. And now that we have spring just around the corner, well, we're in spring now. And so this is a topic that I think everyone is really interested in.
And we're really lucky because the past 3 days we've had clear skies in the UK, so it's perfect time for 23-degree weather. 3 days of sun. Tomorrow, another fourth day, and I'm high on sun right now, so it's perfect timing for us to talk about it. To be honest,
Amazing. You're so lucky. We haven't had, we had a nice day today, but it's been pretty rainy and kind of London weather here. So
well, it makes a change because we normally get rubbish weather, so it makes a change that we get some nice weather. So
yeah, I've been seeing your pictures. It looks like you were somewhere. I thought you were not even in UK because I was seeing you in a t-shirt with the sun and everything every day. So cool.
Very cool, very cool. So yeah, I'm really going deep with sunlight at the moment because of the book as well that's coming to release, and I've got a lot of information in my mind that needs to come out, and it's a good platform to talk to you.
Great.
That's it.
So I'm sorry if it's a little bit loud here. I just have to apologize for background noise. There's going to be, we're at a pool. So, that's cool. We're just
keeping it real. We're keeping it real
yeah.
here. We're not we're not poshly editing. This is a real place, real people. So,
Yeah. So I noticed that you were wearing you were basically, I was reading some of your posts about minimal clothing, right? In the sun.
Yeah, that's really important because you know this as well. Eyes and skin is a solar panel for the body. It's not just the eyes, although the eyes are the biggest. By 95% of the light goes through the eyes. You can get that extra 5% if you go naked or tan free shorts. I wear tan free shorts. I'm a guy, so I don't have to worry about bras and stuff, which is kind of cool. Tan free stuff. So just wear my tan free shorts, which is cheap, by the way. I buy cheap tan free shorts. It costs $13-14 on a UK company that ships worldwide called Kaniki. Awesome. Have you heard of them? Kaniki?
No, I haven't. And what is special about is the fabric? It doesn't block.
Well, they say it's got micropores. So if what happens is you can't see through it from the outside, but if I look at them, I can see holes in them. So I can see, you know what I mean? The sun penetrates, not 100%, like 70-80% of the light, but you can't see someone's privates from the outside in. There is holes there that let the light in. So yeah. And your gentle, very important, right? So you're gentle.
Oh, awesome. And they make things besides shorts. They make other things.
Oh, it's for women as well. So it's got all the tan-free stuff, the bras, the knickers, the pants, any tan-free products, and they're all cheap as well. $13-14, $16-17 a pair. It's fine.
Cool. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, sun gazing. I know, I learned a lot from you even over the winter following you. I was doing a lot of sun gazing, and today I was doing a little bit this morning, and I was wondering if you the sun was quite strong. It wasn't first thing in the morning, so it was already around 10. Okay. And the sun was really coming in nicely, and I was lying in there, and I rolled my eyes back in my head so that my retina wasn't exposed. Am I still benefiting from the full absorption if my retina is not exposed?
How are you doing? Closing your eyes and your retina went to the top of your head. You're saying you pushed up to the pineal. Oh, that's powerful, by the way, by itself, because when you do that, that's a medicine anyway. When you put the eyes to the pineal, it lights up. It does something funny to people. This is medicine itself. But it does something else. And to be honest with you, yeah, I think it is sun gazing. It's closed eye sun gazing, isn't it? It's just as powerful, maybe a little bit less, but still very powerful to close your eyes, and to roll it up to here is very, I don't know what it does. I don't think science has worked out yet what's going on. When you roll your eyes up to the here, it does something. You can feel it, right? Yeah. You feel different, really happy. So
yes, I've incorporated it into a lot of my yoga. So whenever I'm doing even child's pose or anything, I always roll my eyes up towards, I guess it's I say the third eye or whatever people want, and it feels very euphoric.
Yes. And I've heard serotonin, maybe dopamine, neurotransmitters going on there, the pineal.
I'm sure.
Something going on that's Yeah, it really does help. I agree with you. I should do it more. I don't do it a lot. I have to get lazy sometimes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was like really letting it come in, you know, like I feel like you give permission because so many people are afraid of the sun.
Mm.
And I've always been intuitively, I'm a sun worshiper, but I've always been at the against the, you know, the masses in that way that
Mm.
I I really do let it, you know, I bathe in the sun, and that's kind of taboo in our culture now, right?
Definitely. Your dad as well. You showed me that video. So was that partly because of your dad's influence, I guess, or was that partly you as well?
Yeah, he actually never sunscreen has never touched his skin. That's his.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
65. He's almost
Mm.
65, and he's, I mean, like, not to you know, he's never had any skin problems, you know, and he's really a big sun worshiper. And
Mm.
that's, I grew up with so my father is Mediterranean, so that's why his skin naturally does take better to the sun, but my mother is very fair.
Mm.
So I've been pulled to both sides because my mother is very also like, she instilled a lot of fear, not too much, but just, you know, enough that I didn't. I've always been a little on the fence of how much sun I could really let in, or if I should be wearing sunscreen or not. But
Mm.
my intuition guides me to not wear sunscreen, and it
Mm.
guides me to just not allow myself to burn just intuitively. So I
Mm.
don't sit out to get a suntan anymore. I
Mm.
feel like I take what I feel nourished, like I feel like I'm taking what I need from the sun to get the benefits without um like like just indulging in very tan, you know, I'm not trying to get super tanned. I'm just.
Mm. Although you did on the beach, you did look really tanned actually on the beach. It's not bad, but you looked really nice and brown on the beach when you saw those photos a few months ago, which was good. Getting lots of sun in that point, you know. She's.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I know that how it makes me feel, right? So it's like when we go by just our intuition, we feel happiest
Mm.
when, and you even see it everywhere in nature. Like it's just, I guess it's just by observation. You see the plant that's closer, like even the side of the plant that has more sun exposure is going to start blooming more beautifully and everything. So, and then, you know, just I think all beings or all life is flourishes when they're exposed to sunlight.
Definitely, the sun is life, and I only got into sun last year. I've only been into health 2.5 years, but I'm forever studying up on it now because I want to commit to, like I did today. I took 3 hours at between 11 and 2, so prime time to make vitamin D. Vitamin D's on my mind a lot of my research now because the UK we don't get a lot of vitamin D, and we only just start making it this month actually. So I've been focusing on stocking up my vitamin D now in case we have a bad summer and for winter when we definitely can't make any vitamin D. So I'm making the most of, you know, like a bear. I'm planning ahead on my health and getting healthy as much as I can. I guess I got a
Yeah,
tan, so
we have to take advantage where we can get it. Yeah.
yes, exactly. That's the thing with health, like because you can't make it in the winter, and I'm not in Florida. I'm not in the tropics. I'm in very high up in UK. It's not very good latitude wise. So yeah, you've got to do what you can, and at the prime time when it's supposed to be dangerous, I will go out and you know, not die and be healthy, be really healthy. Mm.
So what is your stance on sunscreen?
Um, my parents made me use it when I was younger, and now I know that it's really, really bad in my mind. And there's a million reasons why. But first reason is I don't believe you should put anything on your skin that you can't eat. And I can't eat sunscreen without poisoning myself. So there's number one. I don't want to be putting that on. And also, it goes into your bloodstream and your skin. Why do I want to poison my skin? It means at the back of the ingredients, there's a lot of crap in the back that doesn't make any sense to me. It's all fake numbers and people are putting them in and they're not organic. They're inorganic crap that the liver's going to have to take out. So toxic. It's like vaccines to me. It's maybe not as bad, but I look at them the same as vaccines. You know, it's poison. I don't want to poison my skin and my body with SPS 15, 18, 30, whatever. But waste my money too. I don't waste my money on stuff that's going to poison me. Well, different.
Yeah, and you know something I learned actually. I learned it this trip from, I don't know, someone told me, but shea butter, there's natural sunblocks in certain organic things. So in shea butter, I don't know if you've heard that shea butter
Heard of it?
contains,
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it contains 10 SPF. Basically, that's the equivalent of of how it protects your skin.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. Also, coconut oil has a certain amount, even though coconut oil is also attracting the sun, but it also protects the sun. So I know near in the islands, they lather coconut oil on their skin to protect it from burning. So
That's interesting.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend that people lather themselves maybe in oil and then go into like a hot sun, you know, right directly, because I think it is attracting maybe more. But I've heard that just as a daily, like using coconut oil on your skin is better than ingesting it, first of all, for you, but it acts as like a protector for your skin.
Sure.
And yeah, another thing that I think we touched on last time a little bit, but it's or maybe on one of your lives, I think that we talked about it. I started taking something called astaxanthin.
All right, yeah. Can you talk about that? Because I need to learn as well. So anastax in.
I think it's pronounced it's XANTHIN xanthin.
Yes. Right.
It's kind of a weird word, but it's a so I'll write it just so people could I'll clear that up on the maybe comments, but it's a dark red algae that's found it grows in the equator around the hottest sun, and it's what the animals around that area all have eaten. That's how they've evolved to live in the hot sun all day without protection. And because if it's we're based, I mean, everything, like if animals cannot get skin cancer, right, they don't get the skin cancer that like we get. They have their natural ways to protect themselves, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're only starting to touch on algae. Like I feel like as even like the medical community hasn't really, we don't have that much research on algae and the benefits. We're just starting to, with chlorophyll is the oldest organism on the planet, and that's how all life came to be, is it created the oxygen for all life. And we're just starting to understand like those health benefits. So I feel like this is something that is just, it's like information is coming out now, and you can research it, and they do have a lot of even WebMD even does talk about the benefits of xanthin, and they do mention that it's a UV, it has UV protection from the inside. So it's really cool because it's something that you're eating, and it's a super antioxidant. It's so healthy for you. It's one of the highest antioxidant and beta carotene that you could find. It's the highest beta carotene source you could find. And it also darkens your skin. So you mentioned that I had a dark glow when I was in Florida. So I was only there for under 2 weeks. And I started taking the xanthin a few days before Florida. And I didn't use any sunscreen the whole trip. And my skin it just took the sun so well. So yeah, it made my skin feel like I never felt burning the whole time. And I was out in the sun. We were all taking it. Even my kids were taking it. And on my kids, I did put like sunscreen because I know that they don't have the maybe intuition to know when they've had enough of the sun or something. So I did have sunscreen on them, but they really, first of all, no one got burnt on the whole trip, and we were outside the whole time. And our skin really, like I used to get white spots all over my skin, and when I was in the sun, and now like this trip that just went away, like whether it's the nutrition, or I don't know.
A bit of both, definitely. I can't pronounce it. Sorry. How do you pronounce it? Xanthin is very powerful, probably as a protector. I also read it in Green Food Bible by Sandoval, that guy, part of your company. So I know it's a legit, and I know it's powerful. And what you said triggered me a little bit. We said antioxidants. I like that word. So you're saying it's a major antioxidant.
Yeah. Major antioxidant and highest beta carotene in nature. And like another thing why I love the company so much is they actually say you can find it's so transparent. They show where they source it from and how they give back to the environment in that area. So because he's an environmentalist, his company, everything about it is like earth first,
Yeah.
which is why I align so well with them. But it's he talks about how he actually, you know, how they source it, what they do to give back, and then how they also hire locals in the area and build the community better. So it's really nice to know where it's coming from, and that it's very organic, and that it's yeah.
Just a quick one while you're talking. I know that's a powerful product. It makes sense to me because, like, what is it? Shrimp, don't shrimp have that as well? And shrimp have it, and lobster has it because it's the red pigment, and the crabs have it. It's the pigment of that's how they protect from sun, isn't it? The fish.
Yeah.
So they're extracting that, and you're using that as that makes complete sense to me. It's a great not just that, moisturizer possibly. I'm thinking it might be a good moisturizer too.
Yeah, it really protects your skin from the inside, and you feel like there's like even flamingos, actually they eat it, everything that has that like when animals near the equator tend to have that reddish pigment, and it's the krill, like you said, and everything they all eat. That's what they eat is that algae. So yeah, and this is evolutionary, right? So this is like they're born pink because they've been eating that for so many generations. That's they've survived by the equator. So
yeah, that makes sense. Just I was thinking as well, with the sun, another reason why I don't like sunscreen is because it blocks out UVB, and then most of it, depending on the SPF, but then it lets in the UVA. And now UVB and UVA, if you're blocking out just one, you're actually maximizing the UVA, and they should be in synergy with each other. So you should either block out both or don't block out one. And some of these, and especially the olden sun creams, and even some now, blocking out just one leaves the other one, which means it's going to cause more damage to the human body. You don't want to block out both. Don't block out one because you're creating more problems. And so many things wrong with sun creams that I could talk for a whole day about how bad they are, and people need to learn, right?
Yeah, and something else that as you were talking, it just occurred to me. When you're putting on sunscreen, there's no way you can get every square inch of your skin, right? So it's almost a false sense of protection, because I don't know that people are, you know, going around their ears, and you know, you can't possibly get your eyelids and things like that. So I'm thinking you have this false sense of protection where you think you can just tan out all day, but you're actually you're not, because your intuition now isn't activated because your skin is being protected, and you're not feeling maybe when you have had enough, like when your skin is burning in those areas.
That's it. Like it takes away, because your burning is your protection, your body's protection to say stop getting, you've got too much UVB going on, so your body burns. And when you put the sun cream on, you will not burn, but that doesn't mean you're safe. It means that you now don't have any mechanism to tell you, oh, you're having too much. So you're switching off your body's protection, therefore you're a lot more likely to overburn as well, which is not good. You're going to have too much now because your body can't burn because the sun creams. It's insane to me that people are, including my parents, by the way. I know people that do it all the time. So it's my family too. But and if they saw my family, you know, what I did today as well, they wouldn't be happy. Like they'd be telling me, "Oh, you're going brown too much. You know, it's dangerous. And stay out the midday sun because of the you know, it's going to kill you, and the sun is dangerous." And nope, it's not to me.
So do you know anything about statistics? I don't know if you've, in your research, have looked at countries or areas where they're using more sunscreen. Is there any statistics that prove that people who wear sunscreen have, because I'm thinking that the countries where like where everyone is on sunscreen, I feel like probably have higher cases of melanoma and skin cancer.
That I don't know specifically, but I've heard stories, and I'm reading on the books that generally, since the 1980s, there was a massive scare in the 1980s and around the world with the sunscreen push, and since then the skin cancers have gone up since the 1980s when they said stay away from the sun and start putting sun creams on. And what a surprise, you know, you put that on, then of course you're going to get skin cancer, right?
Yeah. And another thing is what it does is it makes people they're not in the sun as much. And then, so you're not developing your own natural protection, because when you're avoiding the sun, but then you have one hit of it when you go away for a holiday, you're more at risk for harm, because you're not allowing, if you're not exposed to sun regularly, probably, well, I know some people, they don't have a choice, but you know, people who avoid the sun but just go away on a holiday to really get a suntan, I could see that probably being a lot more dangerous than someone who regularly exposes themselves to sun and builds the protection.
Right, and that's why people go red. A lot of white people go red because they haven't built up and are doing it too quickly. However, that's probably better than not getting any sun at all, to go red and go up with it. Don't worry too much about it. You know, I learned a bit about that. That's the blood from the inside goes to the outside too quickly. So, you know, in order, because the body's getting too much heat and it's not used to it, and it tries to cool it down. So the body sends the blood from a lot of it from the inside organs to the skin. And the body can't handle that, and it lets you know you've done too much. So you'll make your skin red as a warning to say, you know, you should have done your homework before and built it up slowly and not rushed the process. Now I can rush it. I think people like us can, because I'm quite healthy generally. But if you're still doing sun creams and we're telling you to go out for 4 hours in the midday sun, no, don't do that. Start it slowly.
You have to build yourself up slowly. Yeah.
But at the same time, that might be an issue because people don't always have the sun. Like in UK, I can't tell people to build them up because there's not hardly any sun. You have to. There's a balance we've got to figure out, right?
Yeah, and when you said about also living healthy and how that affects how your skin takes the sun, I've noticed since eating raw and vegan and not as processed foods that I think that, and I've seen it happen with other people, even that I've been following, where on a mostly raw vegan diet, they don't burn the same way, and their skin, like, it does actually help the way you absorb sun, right?
Oh yeah. If you're clean, your solar panel skin, look at this like this. If your skin is pure because you're a clean person, your liver's functioning properly, so your liver is connected to the skin, right? They're kind of similar. So people who have bad acne have bad liver problems. Now, if you're healthy, you've got a good liver, you've got good skin. Now your skin can act as what it was designed to do as human being, which is not just to take out toxins effectively, but also to absorb the nutrition from the sun. So the cleaner people that eat raw or do a lot of urine or whatever therapy we're on, they will use the skin as it was meant to and designed to by our ancestors to absorb as much nutrition as possible. Now, I think of it as well. The sun cream stops the solar panels from working properly. It literally does. It stops the efficiency of the solar panel. So now your body can't absorb the nutrition from the sun when you put the sun cream on. And when you're eating clean, your skin is working at maximum efficiency. Now you've got the power to get that healing energy from the sun, right?
It's really fascinating. I mean, people should just try it themselves. When you do sort of a cleanse or you just eat, you know, mostly, especially in the summer, you kind of just want to eat fruit, right? Like when you're in the sun, that's all you want to eat. But it really, really does help how your skin absorbs sun and how it probably absorbs the nutrients from the sun. So
yeah,
people should really try that. Yeah, that's something. It's like a win-win. Like I find everything with these things, how they all work together. We're all a whole system, and we have to look at everything not compartmentalized, but as a whole machine. So yeah.
Exactly. And the sun has got all colors of light. It's not just it looks like a white light. And I'm learning a lot about sun that people might already know, which is fair enough, but it's got all visible light spectrums. It's got all colors, and it changes depending on the height of the sky. The colors are never the same, the frequencies. So, you know, the medicine of the sun, it changes from hour to hour. So sunrise sun does a lot different things to your body than a midday sun. The difference is huge. And I've tested this and I feel completely different doing a sunrise. Being out at sunrise sunset, it's completely different sun. It looks the same, but it's not. It's doing completely different things to a midday sun. And they both have benefits. Your sunrise sunset sun is amazing. I don't think enough people understand the power of not midday sun, of sunrise sunset sun. It's not just it's not just something to look at that's beautiful, although it is beautiful. It's red light and red light therapy. 1 second, I'll show you a book I've got here. There's a book by Ari Whitten called Red Light Therapy, and as people talk about this red light machines, you don't even need lights. If you go out at sunrise sunset like I'm doing, even under clouds, you've got red light and you're getting red light system. And red light is it's to your eyes only. Wow, it will change your health like you won't believe if you commit to it. Like yeah, it really will.
And so you're saying even on, it doesn't have to be a clear sky?
No.
Like
Oh, no, don't let that stop you. No, don't get me wrong. It'd be more powerful if it was clear. But I've done it. Most 3 weeks I've been doing it, most of the day's been cloudy, and I've experienced some magic. Half an hour, 1 hour. I get up at sunrise at 5:40, 6 o'clock in the morning, which is early for me. And I'll stand there grounded for half an hour, 45 minutes. And I will do it with the tan-free shorts, but I've done it also just with my eyes. And oh man, I feel like my avatar is activated. I feel like I'm coming to a point now where I love diet, but I feel like the sunrise is more powerful than my diet and fasting. And I don't know why. The red light sunrise or sunset, they're both the same thing. It's so powerful. And I want people to experience the magic of not just the beauty of it, but the actual, just be out there at sunrise, sunset. You find out your times on Google when your sunrise, sunset is. Everyone should know the town sunrise, sunset. It will tell you on Google.
Okay.
And try and be out half an hour, or if you've got 10, 50 minutes, try and do it smack on that minute, the sunrise, sunset. One of them at least every day, and it will transform your health. You know, you could even not change your diet, and you'll still have amazing results with like just doing this one thing.
Okay, so is it because I learned a lot about sun gazing through you, and I did apply a lot of that when even when we were in Florida. I really took advantage. We had a great direct view of the sun in the morning, and I was doing sunrise and sunset gazing.
Very powerful. So, how did you find that? Did you find that very powerful for health and activating your avatar? Did you feel better?
Yes. So I don't know what it means to activate avatar.
I'm just using expressions that are in my mind, just to amplify your health, I guess. Be healthier than So
I was, the way I'll say it is, I was vibing really high. Like it gave me like euphoric vibrations of like, you know, you feel connected and you feel at one, you know, all those yummy feelings. Like that's.
Yep. For real, that's the red lights. That's intensified red light therapy. It's the red light predominant color at sunrise, sunset, or near it. And the midday sun is powerful, but it's got no red lights in it. It's got mainly blue light. Blue light does something different than red light. Red light to me is, if I had to choose between red or blue light, I know you shouldn't choose. I always choose red light because it does, like you said, it does something crazy.
Okay. You know what's interesting? I actually work for a lighting company now, and we focus a lot about and you know, actually I was going to consult you about this, but our big focus is color temperature is our big focus now. And we're all about also, well, like you talk about with melatonin, how we could, so this is all, I feel like it's, you know, even big kind of corporate stuff is catching on to the benefits of color temperature.
Definitely. So what are you doing at your work? Are they doing a blue blocking glass? Are they doing a kind of taking out all the other colors apart from red? Is that correct?
Yeah. So we have lights that have the blue blocker. We have the one that dims, so it's all colors. It's like from here, I have my husband, he knows like from 2000 Kelvin to 5000 Kelvin.
Okay, right. Okay, so that's the color. Is that the color temperature? So there's yes, so it's going much lower than. That's cool. Huh.
Yeah, and there like all the scientific evidence that's coming out now with how it's so important for us to, you know, maybe have blue light at midday, but have the red light at night, so that our bodies know to produce melatonin.
Correct. The blue light at midday sun, it tells your brain to stay up. And if you're watching a blue screen, it's the same as to be honest with you, what I'm doing now with you is, and you're doing as well, is we're looking at a midday sun. And I'm here at nighttime, you know, but I can't help it. I'm doing it, you know, for the sake of this. But you know, it's not good to look at. It's not good to look at a sun at, you know, at night, daytime and nighttime, because it wakes you up. So yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, well, we have our kids now are not on screens anymore at night, so that like I'm starting to really try to implement even for myself. It's hard, you know, at night when you have work to do sometimes, and you have to go onto your phone. Do you have anything that you recommend? Do you recommend maybe dimming?
Yeah, I do. There's something I use on my tablet. I need to get on this laptop, which I just bought actually. It's a software program called Iris. You know Iris?
No.
Google Iris and buy their product. I'll tell you why. It costs $10, $13 for the full product. Now, it does two things. First, it removes blue light, which a lot of other products do. Yeah, it's not nothing special, but that's important to remove the blue light. The second thing it does, which no other product does, every screen has a flicker rate. Every screen we're looking at has a flicker that damages the eyes. You know, this is not good. Now, this product's the only product I'm aware of that removes the flicker from the screen as well as the blue light. And it costs $13, and it's gonna.
Very interesting.
I've heard stories about people detoxifying from just that one thing. They buy Iris and they have healing crisis because it's changing their health again. And yeah, I recommend. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to. You know, it's important to buy these things and
okay, maybe we'll post a link of that too after, because that's something that I think a lot of people, especially who are watching on Facebook, they can all benefit from. Yeah, and we have to wrap up because I'm here with the kids and we have to get going.
Yeah.
But well, this is just a great time to have all this information, because here we're entering our spring summer now. So I hope that other people got to benefit from your wisdom as I have, and just continue. Like, I'm loving it. Please, Harry, you're the best.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you very much for having me, guys. I appreciate this. Okay.